Internet. Let's talk about using video games to leverage your money making mindset. Everyone wants to know, how can I make money? How can I get more money in my life? And if you've ever played any kind of video game, but mostly RPGs, role playing games, you already have the way to make money, the mindset. Okay? And it's real simple. Think back to whenever you're playing Final Fantasy or Diablo. At the beginning of the game, you are going around and you're killing stuff, and you have to watch your money and what you're spending stuff on because you don't really have any money and you can't spend on stuff that's big, and you're selling a lot of gear to get more money. That changes pretty quickly because eventually you just start playing through the game and you get so much money that buying stuff isn't really a big deal. So you stop thinking about it, and eventually your money just gets so big that it's not even a problem in the game, and the game becomes more finding equipment. All right, so basically in life, the concept is simple. You just do the same thing. You're grinding, you're grinding, you're grinding until you get to a money spot that it becomes a non-factor. Um, but what people don't realize is you have to grind first. You have to sit down and work and grind. You have to do battles, and that takes the form of whatever business you're running. You have to really put a lot of work into it and forego doing other stuff in favor of doing work consistently. People don't think about that. I know a guy who plays a video game all the time. Okay, he's one of the top in the world in this video game, and in the game it requires you to pay money, real world money, into the game to stay at a top level. You don't have to pay money into it, but to stay at a top level you have to keep putting money into it. And he's just constantly playing it. And I asked him, like, well, how much money did you spend in your whole life on this game? And he gave me some answer, but it's probably not true because he's probably embarrassed by the fact that he spends a bunch of money on this dumb game that means nothing. And it got me thinking, like, man, if this guy would just spend all the time and energy that he's putting into this dumb video game that means nothing and will get you nowhere, and he just does, instead of that he does some kind of online business or whatever, he could have a legit business online and not have to worry about money ever again. And instead what he's doing is he's top in the world in this dumb game that no one cares about, and it's not going to allay your anxiety about life at all. It's just a huge distraction. But you see what I'm saying? Like, you can use the same skills and mindset from video games and transfer it into your actual life, and you can get results. It's a very simple thing. Once you start recognizing the same patterns, because I used to play video games all the time. I loved it, very fun, but it ultimately gets you nowhere and is a distraction. But the mindset and the same patterns you can use to transfer into your actual life. So if you're already good at video games and RPGs and stuff like that, um, it's not that big of a jump to just use that into doing some kind of business. You just grind, you get more money, then it's not a big deal. So I would absolutely recommend that. Uh, if you're good at video games, just you know turn the turn the box off, go on your computer, start doing work there, and pretend it's like a video game. What your business? You got to get to the next level. You got to level up. You know, it's real simple. But there you go.